What's good, everybody? It's Capital J Productions. I'm back with another video, and today we're talking about the less girls in hip hop. Okay, what happened to the women in hip hop in the videos, right? If y'all are paying attention enough, to like within the past couple of years, like I'm paying attention, then you will see a huge decline in the women that's in these videos, right? So yeah, let's talk about that, like, because I believe hip hop is doing this strategically. They are removing these women. They're not hiring these these hip hop girls anymore, and it's a bad thing, because I've seen the transition, right, from this, and I'm seeing like more feminine ways that like remove the hip hop girls, and now I'm starting to see like mainly nothing but guys in the video, and the guys are starting to wear like these women type outfits and stuff like that. So I believe they strategically did this, right, to where they removed all of these hip hop I call them hip hop girls, but they're hip hop women, really, right? So now, like, it could be a positive thing and it could be a negative thing, right? So here's the positive part. The positive part is because a lot of the times they use these women only, for like sexual gratification, things like that. So that's the good news, like, because, but the bad part about it is that what they're replacing it with, right? They're replacing it with these men are becoming the hip hop women, and I believe this is what's you're going to see more and more of this in the future, in these future videos. I believe this is one of the many goals that they have for hip hop, is that they want to turn the men into the women, which is they pretty much already at the end of that, right? They already kind of achieved that, right? You're seeing a lot more rappers, more and more of them starting to come out and wearing all these women clothes and stuff. And the thing about it is, right, is that it's crazy how bad it looks. Not only how bad it looks, but it's only happening in the black side of hip hop, right? So that's how you could tell they're really targeting us as black people, and they really are trying to play God over us, and they use it, with these messages in their music, right? They pay these artists to paint these pictures. So these artists has got to be weak ass black men in the first place, right? To want to do this in these videos. Like, you have to be a really, really weak black man. So yeah, so I believe that they're doing that on purpose. So pay attention when you see these new songs come out, songs that's on the radio, any songs. I'm talking about for any major artist. I don't care if it's Kendrick Lamar. I don't care if it's whoever it is, right? You guys got to pay attention to the videos and start seeing how they marketing these guys. Like, they marketing Kendrick Lamar like he's Christ, right? Because they put the crown of thorns on his head, like he's like the savior of hip hop, right? So that's how they're advertising, like he's gonna be the sacrifice of hip hop, right? And we just see how he did Drake, right? But all of this is done by design. It's being scripted out, right? And they just got to find these suckers who's willing to play these roles and who's willing to wear like the crown of thorns of Christ and stuff like that, which doing that is going to curse your life, right? So just pay attention to what's going to happen to Kendrick Lamar in the near future. People like that, right, who decides to do this dumbass, blasphemous stuff, right? Y'all got to pay attention to what happens to these guys, because these white executives, the people who hire them, that's what they plan on doing. He may not know that, but that's what they're going to do. They're going to sacrifice them, right? And if you bow to this system and you bow to doing that, then your turn will come and your life will not last as long as, God would like it to last. Like, speaking of life, I'm about to be 45 years old in a couple of days. And so, I don't think if I would have went down, a lot of these guys' lane, I'm quite sure I'll probably be dead by now for sure. But thank God for life. Thank God for Jesus Christ the King. And, you know, thank God for having a free mind, paying attention to everything that's going on, and just being alert. But yeah, what happened to the hip hop girls? You know, what happened to them? They're like literally at this point, they're gone. Right. So, but that's how come I have my own, I do beats and stuff, and I have God allow me to have my own hip hop girls. Right. Which is, you know, I create these, they're not real, you know, they're not real girls, but they're like in cartoon. That's because I like the cartoon look. It's not that I'm trying to go after kids or anything like that. It has nothing to do with that, right? Like, I just like that look, you know? So I come up with these hip hop, like cartoon type girls who they have all different shapes, all different sizes, all different, you know, backgrounds, colors. They're not just black women, but, you know, I have them, and I'm going to have them. And because hip hop is trying to make black men gay. And me, I'm trying to keep y'all straight. OK, so, you know, I'm doing my part. But anyway, this is Capital J Productions. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. What happened to all the hip hop girls, bro? What do y'all think? Y'all think I'm on to something? Y'all think I'm just coming up with stuff? God bless y'all. See you in the next video. Peace.